Alright, this is happening. My name is Bobby. I live all the way up here in Maine, southern Maine, and I like to work out. And I'm just starting this channel for that, and to let people know really where I've been through my entire life, and just kind of show them what I've been through and how much a person can really overcome. Not that I've been through the worst, and nobody's been through more shit than me, excuse my English. And I'm going to give you an advisor here on that now. I might slip a couple times. I'm going to try to watch my language, but normally I don't have to watch my mouth unless I'm in front of my grandmother, you know what I mean? So, and I'm like really nervous, so you'll probably see that too. I like working out. I've been really working out like all my life. Never really been taking it seriously until the past like 5-6 years. I really been getting at it because I realized that I'm gonna have to do a lot to get rid of these things, right? Then these past 3-4 years have been really going at it, doing the rice and chicken thing, falling off it, and I guess one would argue that it's not taking it that seriously if you fall off it, but whatever. So, starting this channel to really see if I can get any support. I do have a bit of a history, with law, breaking the law, and haven't done that in quite a few years now, about 10. Well, maybe about 6, no less than 6 years ago. I've done anything. So, that being said, I've really been flying straight and changing my fucking ass, my ways, and there it goes. I needed to get better. I'm sorry for that English, and I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I just, there's struggles that everybody has to deal with, and I'm not gonna really disclose that unless enough people really give a crap, because a lot of people just, act like they care, and they just want to get information so they can turn around and talk crap about you. Yeah, so I mean, so here we go. I'm gonna do some chest and maybe a little bit of shoulders. No, definitely do chest. So, the weight pile, my makeshift bench. I apologize for having to move you guys around, but I don't have very high-tech equipment. Talk all the trash you want, but this bench is extremely high off the ground, so apparently I have little legs. Just get a little warm-up set. just to get it a little warmed up. Those are a little concoction I made with 3 pound, a 4.4, and a 5 pound weight. I don't really pay attention to how much weight is actually on the dumbbell. I just kind of make it the right weight and go with it. But the key is to, man, people need to get over their egos and drop the, I move big weights. You know, if you want to be a freaking bodybuilder, dude, and you want big muscles, you need to calm down on the big weights, okay? Like, I'm just saying that, you know, I was doing that for a long time, and I'm not huge by any means, but I'm recently been getting gains. So, from changing my ways, because I was going too heavy. I wasn't able to keep good form and get good contraction. That's what this is all about. Contraction and stretch. Contraction and stretch. And really overexerting yourself. You know, you can't just go kind of hard and expect fucking results. It just don't work like that. So now I'm gonna go into some. I'm gonna grab some 35s, do a couple presses, a little bit warmer up. Warmed up. Well, I'll have to get better at editing too. But, and squeeze at the top. Now, obviously, that little fly thing I do at the end, I don't do that with the big ones. I'm just trying to get a little bit more of a contraction before I really get the big ones, you know. So, but we'll be there soon. Get that thing out of there. All right. Now, warm-up sets are finished. About time to get it in. That's a cup of water. So we'll grab, go up another 10 pounds. And grab the 40s. That's a universal, or universal general, all up in one number for the dumbbells. Now, even when I get to the top, I'm still contracting. You gotta keep all that tight. Make sure it's a weight that's heavy, but you can still control. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's been 10 pounds, 20 pounds. If that's what it takes for you to do the form that I just did and keep it tight through the whole exercise, you'll see changes. Especially, of course, diet is a big part of it. Huge part of it. As you could probably guess, I haven't taken any steroids. If I have, I'd be probably twice the size. Yeah, just good nutrition and working hard, you know. I used to be 300 pounds, almost 300 pounds, I shouldn't say that. I was 275, my heaviest was probably 280, maybe 285. But I was just a fat ass that liked playing video games, smoking pot, and doing nothing. That, as you know, that's a loser. You know, you gotta pull your own weight, man. You gotta pull your own weight in this world, you know, because no one's gonna give you any fucking respect if you don't. Because you don't have the same self-respect to work for yourself, to better yourself, instead of just staying, you know, in a freaking basement of your mother's house, you know. But moving on. Sorry. Set 2. So, I don't want to shake the camera on there. Where I focus so much on the contraction, I don't really go as high on set. But I do when I come back down. That's when I get the volume in. So, that's just in case you're wondering. Don't mean to cover you up. Blind you? And that is the exact reason why I didn't put the other little plastic doohickey on that. So I could take it out and... Yo, 50s. Yeah, baby. And yes, they're not going to say 50s on the side. So, that is a 10. That is a 10. No, that is a 5. That is a 10. And another 10. 50. Yeah, buddy. Man, love that tightness. Love feeling that tight right there. These ball, anybody? Some innovation for you. That's what I've been doing like most of my weight training career. Not even career, can't even say career. So, on these last two sets, I will not be kind of going back and forth with the short range of motion and then the long range of motion. This is just how I do it. It works for me. You do whatever. So, I'm not saying you have to listen to me, but me doing the work that I've been doing, this is how I look. Man, I need a freaking microphone stand. Whoop. I saved y'all. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah. 60s, baby. Now, see, all I'm doing here, this thing does not feel good on your thigh, quad. So I just simply turn them around so it's more of a uniform shape, so it don't dig into me. That's a little better. A little more coolant. No, I'm not really like that. That's like the first time I've done that in like probably 4-5 weeks. Now I have experience with hormone, natural testosterone boosters. Maybe I wasn't using them right, but I think those things are the biggest fucking waste of money. Excuse my English, I'm sorry, okay? But it just, I spent a small fortune on that crap, $1,000. Probably 1,500. Bottles are expensive, but I just at the time I really wasn't able to focus on training as much because I was working. Unfortunately, I don't have year-round work because I just haven't been able to land a job. I have a record, and a lot of people don't want to hire anybody with a record, especially when they see whatever and make their judgments. It is what it is. But this is what I've been doing. Just keep it sane and just working it out this way. And I really looked into excuse the hat hair, big time. But I've looked into and yes, I know I need a haircut. Okay, stop judging. Now, sorry, but they make judgments, and unfortunately that leads to people not talking to you and you thinking that there's something wrong with you, and it's not, man. Nothing wrong with you. Okay, there is too much judgmental crap that fills people's heads, and people just fall victim to it, unfortunately, all the time. And they don't, there's really not much individuality in today's society. You're probably going to notice my teeth aren't probably the whitest either, but I have some missing teeth. Yes, not due to rot, I promise you. I'm sure there's record of it somewhere throughout the medical system that Robert Avery arrived at the ER, one night with a busted up face for getting into the fight with the pavement. Yes, the pavement, ladies and gentlemen. 1:30 in the morning, I crashed my bicycle, going to go skinny dipping with some females. I was probably 17, and my friend at the time was able to convince me that, he spent a couple hours, 2 hours, 3-4 hours, now 3 hours at least, convincing me to go. I'm going to stop talking for a sec. Well, get this in real quick. Oh, yeah. So we left my house, and naturally, I'm in Maine, right? So start going down this dirt road, and we get to just as we get off it onto the pavement, it's a big hill. I crashed. One tooth went through my lip, root and all. And yeah, I will say, even my homie then, my friend, was pretty bummed out about it. He went and got a wheelchair for me, because I was all busted up. Second I hit the ground, like I rolled and got back up and hold the flashlight to my face, and I'm like, am I messed up, dude? Am I messed up, bro? He pulls up, and I smile. That little scar right there, well, that was a cut then, and that thing opened up when I smiled, and he got squirted on his shirt with blood. So that's how that happened. I've had partials and bridges, or whatever you want to call them. My parents got me one before I was out of high school, and my dad went in on another one because the first one got chewed up by the dog. Bad dog. And the other one got thrown away because I didn't have a case for it. It was wrapped up in a paper towel. My dad's girlfriend at the time was a lovely lady that she was. Just kidding. Threw it away in the trash because she didn't know. But at that time, me and her were at odds with each other. Now we're going back down to the 50s. Less recovery time. Going in to get that right in. I go down, maybe it's a bad habit, maybe it's a good habit, but when I go down in weight, I just do one set of each weight and then move on to the next exercise, which will be chest flies, baby.